In a world that's evolving faster than ever, this is a space for ideas, knowledge, and connection. Here we exchange insights and perspectives with respect and curiosity, navigating the digital age together. From the mind to the machine, from the human to the future, we're here to explore the boundaries of innovation, creativity, and learning. Welcome to the journey. All right, here we are, back on track. I mean, I have never left the track, but as I've said, it's not that I demotivate uh, quickly. It's just I think I have called common sense. And then sometimes I see that things they are either too further away or I see that it's something that is not for me. I just back at that. I don't have that much time. I have wasted enough time in my life. So yeah, I today my idea is to make memory lane video. As I have mentioned, I still have how many people is still here? 751 still. Well, still a lot of people though. And but it goes down like all channels. The teaching one, I lost almost 20 people already. And I have been posting, just obviously not as often as before. And but yeah, and there's as is on the road also. The traveling one down one, the algorithm down five. But yeah, as I said, it's not that I gave up doing these. I just realized that I'm not gonna monetize these channels as soon as I thought I would. Like I have seen people monetizing it in you know 3 4 months with less than 100 videos. So I thought if I kept the consistency, I would have at least reached the minimum for monetization, but no, it hasn't. And again, I'm not gonna be dancing, and I've done a few hooks during the way and stuff. I watched a video the other day that was unbelievable. The whole video was a hook. So it's like people literally playing with the tragedy that is happening with our brains. It's pretty confusing, I would say. So yeah, and then I'm still doing my things here, studying for my TOEFL course, which I intend to as soon as I finish, hopefully by the end of the month. Hopefully, I am going to see a cyber security course on Thursday, a more compact technical one to the uh, that they say that they get you ready for work in 6 months, and they help you with that. So yeah, I am a little bit excited, a little bit, but also the teaching for me, it's gonna be I'm gonna be out after I do these. I'm just gonna go and yeah, I'm an old school teacher. I smoke cigarettes with licorice. Old school. And yeah, I was watching. met Mark as well, and a van lifer. And man, like he said, even his videos, he does a lot of stuff on Instagram, on YouTube. He does his posts, very frequent, and he does lives and all that. And he also said that because of the things he says and does, probably YouTube is not it's holding him behind. So I said, oh yeah, I'm not gonna be. I can't see myself, making scripts, or even though, like I said, I write a lot of stuff about what I'm gonna talk, and I get an idea, obviously, because yeah, I think that that's normal. But write sentence by sentence and all that, and measure what I'm gonna say. You know, you see how many white hair I have. It's I had enough of trouble. The same with the bloody volunteer work I was doing. I had to take myself out a little bit again because of what was happening, because you can't say anything anymore, and people saying stuff that it's an absurd, it's unbelievable. I cannot deal with that stuff. I never made, as I have said already, man, I have left great job opportunities because I don't take shit, and I can't deal with nonsense. I, you know, call me coward or whatever. I, it's never been money and will never be what guides my life. I have said already, I have been tricked a few times, but it has never been me. Whoever knows me knows who I am, and everybody that ever got to know me knows that I also, told many people to fuck off if I didn't tell this person. That was see. So yeah, no, fuck them. I can't put up with that. So yeah, I'm finishing this TOEFL because then I am gonna try to do a trip after teaching to a city, a big city, a place where, in fact, people, professionals, smoke a lot as well. So I won't have problem with my ciggy. And yeah, then maybe go to a couple of, like, different countries in Asia, teaching a bit of English. I think that would be a nice one. And then I can, because since I have started this project, I have been on this cave for a year straight, just over a year. Yeah, a year, about a year, just past a year. We are already in April. Yeah, yeah, about that. And I have been just bam, 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 studying, studying. For example, the other day I learned how to do the phishing emails. I installed a program on a code on Python with a little tool, and then I generate the phishing link, and then I send that to people, and then I can get their IP and some other stuff. So again, everything using AI though, and we all know that now it's going fucking mental. This AI stuff, because it's always that stuff in this fucking world. They give you the toys, and then, oh yeah, that's bad. Take this, no, that's bad. Smoke a cigarette, no, it's prohibited. Have a drink, but don't drive. Have some sugar, but we'll kill you. Jesus fucking Christ, man. It's always that. So again, I am learning what I can from technology, because we can't escape from that. We can't run away from that. And I think I'm doing pretty well considering my age. And I was a person that I feared computers before. So I think I have done. I don't think, I am sure I have done a huge progress overall. uh, not doing the university anymore. To I already mentioned here why I have stopped. Really couldn't put up with that. I haven't got any feedback from them either. So, both je ne sais pas. And then these videos, I stopped. Like I was a bit again, working my mind out, and I have been trying again to change myself a little bit. I was trying to become a morning person, and that's been awfully a disaster because I am not a morning person. I have never been. I was actually trained my whole life to live night. So, for example, now it is 4 a.m. and that's when I feel the urge to do the video, to talk. During the day, I do not find that energy. Not even if I go to bed early and I wake up early, I fucking drag myself out the whole day, and yeah, I don't feel. So I'm just gonna record, whenever I feel like again, and then I can still do the videos, do what I said to side to do, like try to uh, maybe prepare a video like a vlog, and then get the motivation, prepare ones as is on the road, and then schedule just to post in different channels. Make one for the teaching, and just schedule and post them. Yeah, but it's in a different channel, so it can be. But yeah, I'm just gonna start to accept more myself, and not try to bend myself so much. Because again, even though I said, like that I have never been there, but it always have there is always that force that kind of manipulates you. And I think you know at the present moment I've been very fortunate with things that have happened to me, with opportunities, and not only to study and to explore new paths, but also to speak with mental health professionals, which is kind of the first time I really accepted as well. So I think that may have done. I mean, I'm sure that has done a huge difference because I am not only uh, accepting the treatment, but also I am working on the side, to make sure it will uh, be successful. It will work, because I am really. I sometimes I feel some improvements, and sometimes it's just like bam down the road, down the drain. But I believe c'est la vie, and I hope I can learn some techniques. And as I said to my therapist, I said, oh man, I wish I learned how to do these, and I feel that I have overcome, so I can help people as well to do that and be a living proof that it can be done. you know I will speak about everything in details when it's over. So, right, 40 minutes of me explaining that I am going to continue this on my way, on my schedule, on my timing. And so that's not going to go to the memory lane. That's going to stay on the just chatting. And I will already then mention the memory lane, and then I'll do this tomorrow. I mean, today, tonight, or even before I sleep, because I'm really fired up. So yeah, again, yeah, it's the medicines. When I don't take them, I'm always fired up. So, oh, and I have students in Brazil doing homework. Good one. I'm 4 hours ahead. So, but yeah, okay, that's it. Here we are. Let's continue doing these with the hope to find people out there, also to share experiences, to talk about life. Again, I was meant to do my memory lane, talking about one of my trips that I wanted to talk about the first time I went to Amsterdam. That was actually 3 times on the same trip because I was returning to Europe and I didn't have my European passport back then. So I did one of what three countries on the rails through a Euro rail pass, and then in one of these stops I passed in Amsterdam, and then eventually I came back for some issues, some problems, big problems that happened during the trip. That's quite, for the internet that loves drama and people getting fucked. I think that's gonna be a good video. So yeah, that's next video. Zazil's first time in Amsterdam. I think it was 2000, 2008, 9 ish. Oh no, earlier, 2006 maybe. Yeah, I will try to find out the closer date that happened as well, and then I'll mention in the video. But yeah, so message for this video. I think that like some of the philosophers and psychiatrists that I have been reading, acceptance. I think that is one of the things that drive us more mental is trying to always be changing ourselves to adapt to something and yeah, accept more who we are. Right, let's go. And another thing, I try to stay away from the series because I started watching the. I was meant to watch for a long time, but Mr. Robot. So I had watched, I think, when I had my brother's Netflix, but then my brother changed the password, and my older brother we don't talk very much, so I didn't want to ask again. And so I think I watched a couple of episodes there, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that again. And then when I went to watch, it was off, and then I said, oh yeah, bummer that. But then now I paid 11.99 on Amazon. I am on series 3. And then while I answer here the questions, because now we are I'm doing the assignment, but it's talking about class management, and that's not so complex, so it's easier to and multitask. All right, here we go. Another day, another dollar. Zazil's on and off the matrix, and still here, still around. Thanks for 700 something that stayed around. Much appreciated.